Alrighty, welcome back to Amateur Hour. We are starting a little bit late tonight. We were having some computer issues. Apparently the Windows update did not want to cooperate on startup. But we are finally up and running, albeit a little bit late. But hopefully we are still going to complete the Soul Level 1 run tonight. So, we have 3 bosses left. Excuse me. There are 3 bosses left. We have basically straight shots to all of them. So here's hoping that this is actually going to be a fairly easy effort. But unfortunately, we all know things are never easy. All right. So last week I think we were trying the quick strat to kill Calamity. However, I am gonna try to just burn him to death with normal tactics like we've done on other bosses. Because I ideally want to get through Calamity pretty quickly because I think Manus is going to be the one that causes us some grief. And actually, I need to check my inventory for something. That's not the button. Well, that was a waste. Excuse me. Let's see here. We need to check and see. Here we go. Do I have Black Flame? I do not. So Black Flame is like Great Combustion, except it does dark and physical damage, I believe. Which, well, I'm hearing that weird groaning thing in the background. That's a little unsettling. Give me 1 second. Alright. Okay, so Black Flame is probably going to help us with both Manus and Calamity, so we're actually going to try to find it real quick. Now, it's in the Ulasil Township. I haven't looked up where it's at specifically, but if I remember correctly, it is in Ulasil Township. There's only so many items in the area, so we're going to attempt a very quick run-through. I've already died multiple times, so that's really not too much of a concern if we die again or encounter some issues. So we're going to try and grab some items real quick. We're also basically going to be just running through and ignoring everything. That was extremely lucky. So that wasn't it. And we died. As I said, there's only so many items in the world of Ulasil. So we should be able to hopefully find it pretty quickly. Also, we do want to equip, because we're not going to need Homeward Bones probably for a nice little while. We're going to equip the pendant we picked up. Here we go. This is actually going to be helpful against those shaman hollow creatures that shoot projectiles at us, because this reflects dark attacks. And it's going to be essential when we fight Manus. I'm also kind of tempted to take the shortcut here, because it should direct us pretty quickly down to the bottom of the township, which actually I think Black Flame is in that tall building. But we're going to at least attempt and check over here. Oh, we only have these two? Oh, that's actually kind of bad. But we'll make it work. Excuse me. No one's here to harm you, little fella. That worked out surprisingly better than I expected. That did not. That did not. Okay, so we've opened the thing down there, and I believe the silver pendant was behind the fake wall in this section. So actually, yeah, let's go down the shortcut and try to raid that bottom area really quick. And if we don't... if we don't have... if we can't find Black Flame, it's not the end of the world. Go ahead and equip the Seance Ring. I'll probably come back and get excuse me, power within at some point, but for right now... Alright, so Black Flame... Jesus! Okay, we get one shot down here. So if you're wondering if this is a concerning and telling about what the boss battles are going to look like, it should. But we're gonna make this work. We're gonna check just a couple more areas for the Black Flame, and then otherwise I'm not gonna put too much more thought to it. Booyah, booyah. See, I thought there was an item down there, but I didn't see it off to the right, and I don't think it's off to the left, so we're going to just go back up here. There we go. Oh, come on. Thankfully that killed. Dark Fog, that's not what we're looking for, but that is not bad to have either. Oh, that's bad. There's the big one. Thank you. Excellent. Alright. Woo! Yes, yes, we know your deal. You like to cackle. Oh, cool. Just a combustion will kill. That's good to know. They continue to take pot shots at you because they're jerks. We got the counter frame. Awesome. Let's do... That was the way for the key. So there is... Thankfully. There's another wall here that will disappear in the presence of light. There we go. Although I have a sneaking suspicion, I think this is just an upgrade material. It's not actually anything that's going to help us. Yeah, red titanite chunk. Is Black Flame inside the dungeon area? I'm tempted to look it up because, again, it's something that will help us, but I've been very particular about pulling this off. Awesome. That drops down to the stairs we took. Crap. And it's not down here. I really hoped it was, but it's not. Okay, well, we've cleared out most of this area, though, so let's take a look-see. We grabbed the humanity from up here, I believe. Yes, we did. So let's drop down. Oh, I heard screaming in the background. I haven't noticed that before. It's terrifying, let me tell you. Oh, thank. Ooh. No, okay. Let's try. I want to say this is a soul, but if it's Black Flame, I'm definitely going to be happy. Not Soul of a Hero. Okay. So let's try working our way back up just a little bit. We're gonna backtrack. And this is rubbish, I think. Yeah, rubbish. Ow. We're gonna heal. Okay. Ooh. That was close. Ow. Ooh. That was close. And more healing. Because I don't want to die. This is actually now a stealth game. Also, fun fact, this is a mimic. And if you kill it, you get a carving stone, which actually allow you to use very specific sound bites to communicate in the world. So the very good carving stone obviously says, very good. And those of you wondering, yes, I am still dying, but that's just a perpetual state of existence for some of us. Alright, so we're back up here. So let's head this way. Now that we're aimed with some spells that can actually help us. We're going to properly explore. Again, I don't think Black Flame is up here, but we're going to double check anyway just to be safe. Oh, thank God. I was really worried. Oh, good. That one fell to its death. Some bows tie themselves. Ow. Stop it. And heal. Because there's no such thing as too much healing. And there's the I'm sorry carving. Kind of tempted. Let's wait until they... Crap, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, okay, this all worked out a lot better than I hoped. Ooh, please tell me this is Black Flame. This would be fantastic if this is where we found it. Dark Orb, no, that's awful. Oy vey. Alright. It's cool, it's fine, it's cool. It's fine. It's cool. So that's the ledge we walked out on earlier. And there's nothing there, I don't believe. I guess maybe it is in the dungeon, and I just completely forgot that. Oh, crap. Ah, that's fine. The 17,000 souls really don't do anything for us at this point, so it's not a huge loss. It's just more of a hit to my ego. And the soft humanity doesn't do much for us either. Let's warp to the dungeon real quick and check there. Because Black Flame is, it's either in the township or the dungeon. I just don't remember which one. Alright, let's put our nightlight back on. And the whole reason we're doing Dark Flame is you only get one Great Combustion in a playthrough, and you can get more in subsequent playthroughs, but doesn't really help us now. So what we're trying to do is get Black Flame, which I believe is the exact same damage as Great Combustion. It just does a slightly different damage scheme, which is not a bad thing. That can still help us quite a bit. Let's go Great Combustion. I didn't quite want to aggro all three of those. Okay, there's one. Okay, good. Got the one that was... Oh, that's bad. Good, got him on the rebound, or... Got him on the retreat. Okay, let's heal up in case we accidentally bite a Dark Orb. We don't want that to happen. Good, alright. We're gonna wait till he casts again, and then we're gonna run in and gank him. Oh, that's bad. Ugh, the spread shot. And the dark spells are extremely nasty for PvP. You can gank a lot of noobs using them. Just like this noob got ganked by that guy. I forgot to use the dungeon bonfire. So we've already got the orb. We've got Dark Orb, we've got Dark Fog. So the one item that's there by the enemy might be Black Flame. And if it is, I'm going to be a little ticked, because I was absolutely adamant that that was Dark Orb. But I very likely was mistaken. It seems. Alright, so let's lure DOS enemies. Ah, okay, that's not the most terrible thing in the world. It is an inconvenience. Overwhelming power. Oh good, we only aggroed, well, we aggroed all of them. That's fine. We're good. 2. Oh! And we're still safe behind our stalactite of defense. Awesome. Good, he didn't. Damn it, Dark Bead. Okay, that's the scatter shot he just used. Okay, so it's further down. It's not the end of the world. And hello, viewer. Welcome to Amateur Hour. We had a late start tonight due to our computer wanting to be difficult, but we're doing one last-minute item pickup just for more ideally safety's sake than actual need, and then we're going to be getting into the boss rush to finish up the game, because we only have 3 bosses left. 2 DLC and 1 final boss. I'm trying to check and see if there's anything on that ledge. I bet that's it. Oh, that's frustrating. But such is life. These guys, obviously you can farm them for humanity because they look like giant floating humanities, but we're going to ignore them for the most part because they're fairly easy to dodge and run around, and plus that item is where we think Black Flame is, so we're going to just run directly there. Actually, let's do Great Combustion because we want to one-shot this guy. Thank you. That's not what we wanted. Ooh, still Catalyst. Excuse me. Alright, so there are a few more shinies down here, and I may just crack down and look up where it's at, but oh dear, come on boys. Why won't you cooperate? These guys don't actually have an attack, they just float at you ominously, and will start doing damage to you if they touch you. Black Flame, perfect. Alright, we're good. The nice thing about the fact that they don't actually have an attack, it's just their presence that hurts you, is that you can just dodge through them pretty easily. Let's actually Homeward Bone back as I unequip it. Figured. No. What am I doing? There we go. And we're actually going to kindle up the bonfire at Ulisil Township. So not this one, but the one we're about to teleport to, because that's actually going to be our hub point for both Calamite and Manus. So we're going to go ahead and just kindle that one up to 20 to make use of it. And then the Firelink altar, the Lord Vessel bonfire, is a default of 20 since we've dropped all the boss souls off, so we don't have to worry about kindling that one. Alright, so we're going to need 4. And we're going to attune an extra power within so we can use it right before the boss battle. Let's see here. One to make us human, and 3 to kindle it to 20. No. That's not what we wanted. Alright, that's max kindle. Okay. Now let's attune some spells and get on this. So we're actually going to do Black Flame first, and then Power Within. We're going to use 3 buffs, we're not going to do Red Tier Stone Ring. So we're not going to try the Firestorm kill. As effective as it is, I don't really have the patience for it. I kind of have a suspicion that by the time we actually pull it off once, I may be able to eke out the fight. So we're going to try a couple of times fighting him normally. We may then try a couple rounds of doing crossbow kills, and then if neither of those work, we'll try Firestorm again. But the plan tonight, like I said, is to finish it up, but Calamity could give us some trouble, Manus could give us some trouble, and Gwyn possibly could too, but I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case, because Gwyn should be the easiest since we are just going to equip a target shield and parry spam him, so I am hoping that that one's not going to take very many tries, if multiple tries at all, but Manus and Calamity do have a chance, just given the fact we are at soul level 1. They have the potential to be extremely punishing. Cast Power Within when we get down here. It's not trying to proc Red Tier Stone Ring like we were. Alright. So use Power Within. Oh no. My dodging was off. Welcome to Amateur Hour, where we waste 20 minutes finding a sorcery when it's in the last place we look, and then we die immediately on our first boss of what should be the final round of bosses. Alright, well, let's try it again. I think that's an appropriate level of disparaging sentiment for this. Excuse me. Stop it. Stop it, Poochie. was all kinds of great at the footballs. Look at how I weave. I was not, actually. I grew up in a very, very small town where basically the only extracurriculars in high school were to play football or play in the band. And I chose the band. Not out of any real love or affinity for music, I just didn't like the idea of concussion. And I'm a pretty tall guy. They wanted me on the basketball team and on the football team, but I just was not very athletically inclined. Oh, this could be bad. Okay. This time we're not going to forget to take off the ring or cast power within that laden. Oh, we don't have to reset our spells though because of that. See, that was intentional. It was calculated. I wanted a chance to tell you a little bit about myself, so I wasted a life intentionally. And now we're bonded. We're more bonded. You, listener currently, or listeners in the future. Now we start the slow walk of shame to the boss arena. So I think I died 3 times last week, and we're already up to 2, and I haven't even touched him. I'm starting to think the Firestorm strategy might be a better investment because at least we hit him. I was trying the Firestorm strategy. That's not great, but that's not bad. And he's going to rain fire down from above. If you just immediately run away from it, you can get out of the way. Okay, that was good. Thank you, Calamity. Oh, that's actually not really helpful. Okay, 278's not great, but... Oh! So when he rears back up on his hind legs, there are 2 possible attacks he can do. If I had been watching closer, I would have been able to tell that it was the fire spurt, but I was extremely worried it was, he does an attack, that doesn't do very much damage to you, but what it does is it basically makes you take 2 times damage across the board, and it actually does stun you for a while. So once you drop out of it, I think he's got time to basically get another attack going, and you have to kind of dodge immediately. So that's kind of what I was hoping to avoid there, and unfortunately, I just kind of bit it. So we're off to a wonderful start. So Black Flame was doing 278 damage, so times 8, that's 1600, 560 to 2160, and then the extra 8, which isn't much, but so 2264 is what Black Flame is going to get us. If Great Combustion gets us basically that same damage, we should be able to eke out with just Black Flame, Great Combustion, and Normal Combustion. I am tempted to do a damage comparison on the crossbow because the crossbow, it's a slow way to kill him, but it is also fairly reliable because you just maintain distance and bait out a bunch of his ranged attacks essentially. So we're gonna try, if we don't have any luck with Pyromancy here shortly, we might try a few different strats, but I really hope my stamina holds out. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whew. There we go. Excellent. Let's do a damage comparison on Great Combustion real quick. Because if it also gets us 278, then we're golden. So I don't know how much health he has, but it should be enough that between Great Combustion and Black Flame, if they do similar amounts of damage, we should be perfectly fine on DPS. Alright. dying immediately this time. 362, that is way better than Black Flame. Excellent, this will give us a few hits. Oh, we are so in business. Alright. I'm feeling much better about this now. The only downside is that we are at a point where if we even mistime a dodge a little bit, most, if not everything he does is going to kill us in one shot, especially with Power Within steadily eking away at our health. So, however, the 362 with Great Combustion is a huge, huge, has way more damage than I was expecting. Also, we need to go get Power Within. Power Within is a significant damage buff. I don't want to try this without it. And it helps if I equip a Seance Ring, because that's the whole point of Power Within, is to be able to attune it. Attune. So yeah, that was doing 362, so some simple math on that. Okay, I forget how much health Calamite has, but let's say it's 5,000. I think he has about 5,000. So if he has 5,000, 362 times 8 is going to be 2,400, 2,880, and then 2,896 with the 2,264. That puts us over 5,000, if my math is not incorrect. So actually just from, yeah, hopefully just from Great Combustion and Black Flame alone we should be good. And if we don't, we still have 16 combustions we can use. So the big thing here is just reading the attacks and dodging. For the most part, there are some that kind of look similar, but they're all fairly readable if I just keep a level head. But as we see, with the prospect of dying in a single hit, I'm getting a little antsy and I'm mistiming some dodges. So, but with the kind of damage we're doing, I think I definitely will just continue on this. Excellent. I think I will just continue doing what I'm doing and sticking with Pyromancy, because it's not going to take very much good play and good RNG for us to eat through his health bar. Oh, and that was a huge miss. We don't need to miss. Oh, this is bad. We might be iced. Oh. I'm very pleased with that. See, that's the attack. So if he gets us with that, we take double damage and respond. We're stunned for a little bit. Good. Flame out. We're already basically halfway through his health bar, which is extremely good. Ah, dang it. Maybe we need to dodge to the left. That may be what we need to do there. So we missed a Great Combustion, and we got halfway through his health bar. It's 4, 7. Okay, so the bar consists of 13 little boxes. We hit 7 combustions, and we got him to 7.5 bars, I think. 6.5 bars. So hitting the full 8 should get us past the halfway mark. So yeah, Black Flame, Great Combustion, and a couple, and we forgot Power Within again. Darn it. But between Great Combustion and Black Flame, we should only need just a couple of lesser combustions, and we should be able to wipe them out. I'm also going to change the order of this so that way Great Combustion is at the start. We don't have to fiddle with switching, which is not a big deal, but it's just, if we can make that less inputs on our part and less things to think about, I am all for it. Excuse me. Cool. At this point, the shield is more for good luck, because given that excuse me, given that casting doesn't consume any stamina in Dark Souls 1, this is, excuse me, and all we're really using stamina for is dodging. Oh, come on. I should have used the shield there. Make it. There we go. Yeah, mangy curs. Let's run right at him. Actually, let's top up our health. We got plenty of Estus. Well, that's not very nice. Calamity. What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? Good. Got him once. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay with this. Let's heal. I was legitimately wondering, am I right on the edge of the ring, or am I... Ah, balls. This game is stupid. Why do I play it? Because I'm a masochist, it's what I do. Alright. I gotta say, this is looking extremely good for Manus if I'm having trouble with freaking Calamite. So since I'm not doing anything other than running to the boss right now, the Manus boss fight is going to be a little bit more different. I think Manus is more difficult than Calamite because a lot of, I think I've said this before in a previous section, a lot of what Calamite does leaves you holes to heal and kind of like regroup if you need to. So basically, if you can dodge any of his attacks, you pretty much have a free heal going for you. His attacks are fairly predictable. The big thing with Manus is that while a lot of his attacks are readable, he has one that is very fast and very difficult to predict. And it's a problem because it's a wombo combo. If it connects you on any hit, you will suffer every single hit of the full string. And especially at Soul Level 1, any, like, aside from maybe getting only hit by, like, the last 2 hits, we will pretty much die outright if he catches us with it. And the thing is, we're going to be very close range on him with Combustion, because the Firestorm strat that we might, have tried to use on Calamity, that we've used on some other bosses, he attacks too frequently for that to occur. Now, with him, if you successfully dodge, you pretty much have the chance to heal as well, but his attacks are much faster, he doesn't give you as much time between attacks, and he does have that one that is kind of hard to read, and will probably kill us outright. So, I think Manus is going to be more difficult than Calamite, so the fact we're struggling so badly on this neck is not reassuring me. Okay, good. I'm glad that hit because go full distance out. Good, good, good. Don't want to miss. Oh, okay. We missed a combustion, but as long as we don't get hit by that, that's all that matters. Good, we got both. Holy crap, I don't know how we survived that. He didn't attack twice. I wanted him to attack twice. We were going for it. Ooh, okay. I don't know who we prayed to for that dodge, but I'm glad it worked. Oh, god dang it! Again, I'm gun-shy about that one. So really, I can't say anything about Manus because I keep confusing those two reads, and it's killing us. Because the hitbox on the little I forget if the attack has a name, but basically it's he drops a ring when you kill him that is kind of the hard mode for Dark Souls 1. It's called the Calamity Ring, and it ensures that every damage source does double damage to you. And so that's what happens is that when he hits you with that little glowing aura thing, it basically casts the Calamity effect on you for a set amount of time. And we want to avoid that. Admittedly, it doesn't really change much because we're already taking so much damage anyway, but as you saw, we did actually tank a single hit of something and come out alive. So every little bit helps. But the problem with it is that the area of the effect on the Calamity Ring where it'll actually catch you and put you into the animation is very large, and it's completely kind of in like an 180-degree arc in front of him. Whereas when he does the stand-up and burn the ground directly in front of him, it's basically just outside the range of the Calamity Ring where it would catch you. So that's the problem we're kind of juggling there, is whenever he does that, and I'm kind of caught up in the moment, not really paying attention to how high he stands up, I kind of just pick a direction to dodge, and I've been dodging consistently into the fire because of that. Which does kill us. It's not fun at all. I'm hoping, because even though we started late, I'm still going to plan to stream about 2 hours for this, because I want to get it done. I'm hoping that if we can beat Calamite before the hour mark on the stream, we should be in good business, because Manus is not going to be easy, but I hope it's not going to take more than an hour to beat him. And again, I'm expecting that hopefully we should be able to beat Gwyn in just a couple tries, because we can just parry him. We can just parry him, but we'll see how that works. Alright, come on, big guy. Oh, come on. Oh. When I saw the hind legs, I began trying to get away, which honestly, at that point, I was so close to him that if he did the Calamity effect, I would have been caught no matter what. So, it's, yeah, we're making some very consistent mistakes here. And rest assured, I am more frustrated than you are. Let me see here. So that's 3, and light crossbow is 3. Yeah, just for giggles. Mr. Gigglesworth. Let's take the crossbow with us. Let's get some varied DPS going. Because I think Power Within is still going to affect crossbow bolts too. Leave me alone, no one likes you. And worst comes to worst, there is a cheese for Manus with a crossbow, but I don't want to do it, if I can avoid it. Because it is a true cheese, there is no way you can fail. It literally just cheats the boss completely. And I don't like those. I like to try and beat them fairly in an honest fight, which is why I'm ramming my head against Calamite so much. Back. Good. Holy crap. Okay, survive. Oh, we gotta try and dodge. Actually, we're good. Alright, let's just heal. Let's play smart. Let's be smart. Good, we got the extra combustion. So he's gonna go there. I didn't dodge through it, I dodged into it. The way the fire flares out as it kind of whips away from him, it does lengthen the size of the hitbox, and instead of going through it, I kind of went at an angle and just kind of ended up further into it, instead of crossing it. And honestly, it may have been too long for me to get through at that point anyway, but, you know, that's part of it. Excuse me. That wasn't very professional. But we are amateurs. Oh, come on. Bad puppers. Get this man the puppers. There we go. And actually, the nice thing about having the crossbow is that I can peg Calamite when he does the ring. Sorry, the Calamity Ring effect. Because I definitely won't get near him when with combustion while he's doing that, so I can just peg him. Good. Very flashy. Cali. Ugh, every freaking time. The problem there is that the Calamity effect comes out faster than the fire does, so I should have realized that was the fire, and damn it all, I didn't. That was a free chance to get like 3 combustions in. Yes, I'm giving myself a pep talk. So honestly, we're still on time. At this rate, the Calamite fight is not going to take very long when we do pull it off, so we're not, like, in terrible shape. Especially from a time standpoint of finishing tonight. But still, little miffed at my performance. Alright. I was a little worried I was going to run off the edge. It was a concern. Started off nicely. Ugh, God. The one time I don't dodge away from it. Actually, this is gonna kill us. Oh man, I suck at this game. Oh. Why did I think I could do a solo level 1 run? In case you're wondering, I'm currently in the depression stage of the 5 stages of grieving. We're soon to hit acceptance. We're soon to hit acceptance. We started out the night with denial. We kind of flipped bargaining and anger a little bit, and now we're at depression. And soon we will accept the fact that this run will never be complete. I will never finish this, because amateurs don't complete challenge runs. This was supposed to be a celebratory night, but no, we're getting real up in this mother. If we die on the way to the boss, I might lose it. No, please no. I was lying. Don't. Oh god, I'm scared. 100% calculated. See, never was concerned. I am a filthy liar and I know it. You don't have to get onto me, chat. You don't have to get onto me. Alright. Power within. Slap on a new ring. and heal. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. What are you doing? What are you... I'll take it. Holy crap. We're fine, we're fine, we're good, we're fine, we're fine, we're good. We got it. I'm invincible. Oh, come on. And I got the jump input instead of the roll input because I was running. Not sure if I've mentioned this, but the way jumping works in Dark Souls, and I may have mentioned this actually at the Bed of Chaos because that is where it's most pertinent. The way jumping works is that you have to run and then press the roll run button again, and that will make you jump. Now the problem with that is that if you're running along and you need to dodge suddenly, you will get a jump input unless you stop and reduce your momentum. Now you can map jump to clicking the left thumbstick, but the problem with that is that clicking the left thumbstick is not very responsive. So I believe most players just keep roll and jump as the same button, and, you know, will slow when you need to. But unfortunately, I held it down the whole time and jumped right into the fire, because jumping has no iframes. And invincibility frames. This is fun. This is what games are all about. Frustration and nihilism. Got proper dodge that time. And just to break the monotony a little bit, we're actually going to go down the waterfall. Actually, never mind. The ladder's here. There is actually a path of rocks that lead down the waterfall. We might do that next time. Just to liven it up a little bit. Let's get the top off. So we're about to get attacked. Good, good. Good. So 94 is not great, but I will take it. Holy crap, I don't know how we dodged that one, but I am not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Or a gift dragon in the mouth. Big dodges. I'd like to pretend this is calculated, but it is not. Good. 94 with crossbow is not bad. That was dangerous, but we're going for it. We have the slightest chance of surviving at full health, something he does. Oh, we're running away. We are not taking this chance. After the last few times we died to that, we're not taking that chance. Oh, thank God. We are so close. Let's heal. 127 is not great. Ooh! Oh, I don't know how that missed, but I am so freaking happy it did. Okay, this is fine. We're good. Fine. This is okay. This is okay. I tried to reacquire target with the crossbow and almost ran into the flame. Good, good, good. We don't have too many more hits. Oh, perfect dodge through. Oh, good. Thank you. This might be it. And this is it. Alright, we got it. 55 minutes in. Okay. Awesome. And oh, there's a comedian named Christian Finnegan, and he does a great bit about playing video games. So he's a gamer. He enjoys doing these exact types of things, playing a game that kicks your butt up and down, left and right, for hours on end. And it sounds insane, as you've seen my emotional roller coaster playing Dark Souls tonight. But the reason is that all of those losses and negativity, it all pays off when you somehow pull it off. It's all worthwhile. And I gotta tell you, I'm feeling way higher right now than I did at any of the lows of losing repeatedly. And as I die to dogs, it's all about to go back downhill. Okay. There's really nothing... Thank you, crossbow. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's kind of the end of the crossbow. There's no real... unless we were going to cheese Manus, there's no real reason to use it on him, so we're just going to take the passive healing effect and the slight chance that we might block something. And, excuse me, go with that. I think we are going to try and use Power Within on Manus, so... it may not be the smartest idea, but we kind of want to tick off as much damage as we can against him, so we're going to attempt it. But Calamity is down, 2 bosses left. And again, Manus is the difficult one. If we can take him out, we should, fingers crossed, not have that much issue with Gwyn. Excuse me. Gwyn is kind of an interesting boss from a difficulty standpoint, because if you're, like, not even good at parrying, if you were half decent at parrying and take the target shield, 90% of his attacks are very easily parryable, and so you can kind of walk in there and walk all over him. If you fight him without parries, though, he is legitimately one of the tougher bosses in the game, because he gives you no time in between attacks. Like, pretty much the best chance you have to heal on him that has any sort of guarantee is when you stagger him. And usually when you stagger him, you want to keep laying on the pressure. Let's repair items, because of course we need to. Okay, good. And this 60,000 we're then going to turn around and lose. We're going to assume Great Combustion does more damage to Manus than Black Flame, but we're going to keep both equipped. And we're going to run back to the shortcut we unlocked and head directly to him. And this is one of those things that I'm not technically sure which bonfire is closer, this bonfire via the shortcut or the town or the dungeon bonfire, but we're going to take this route just because it's slightly less dangerous. Really, if we take this route, there's basically only one thing we can aggro on our way to Manus. So it makes it slightly more consistent. We are actually going to kill one thing on the way through. Because the one thing we do aggro has range, and we do not want to get sniped on the bridge as we're running across, because it's one of those bloated head shaman things, and he will end us. Oh, it only takes 1 hit. Nice. Alright. Running down the abyss. There's also a White Titanite chunk, and I want to say a White Titanite slab down here, but I don't remember for... Actually, no, just for giggles. Let's check. Oh, crap. No, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not fighting you. I'm not dealing with the creepy little shades. I'm not paid enough for that. And we've got the pendant equipped. Excellent, because when he gets to second phase, he's going to use the possibility for a lot of dark attacks, and so we want to have that ready in case we need to. Oh my. Oh, that is so frustrating. Okay. 555. We're in business. We're kind of backing away each time because I want to specifically keep an eye out for the wombo combo. That was not the wombo combo. However, Great Combustion got us a lot farther in than we expected, and he's already at second phase, so that's great. I think, because second phase is not at half health, I think it's around 60% health, but that's fantastic. So 555 with all 8 Great Combustions, that's going to put us at 4,440 damage. And I want to say, kind of like Calamity, I think Calamity has more health, so I think Manus is right at 5,000. I think Calamity maybe, because we went through all the Black Flames and the Great Combustion and a few hundred damage in Lesser Combustion, so Manus is probably just below 5,000, so that's going to get us most of the way. And we did not get power within. Crap. Well, it's too late. We're already down here. Honestly, we might be able to just use power within in place of lesser combustion because we're not going to need it. I hope. So we did 555 without power within. How much do we do? Because we'll take another shot at it right now without power within. But I think, yeah, because I think if we do Great Combustion and Black Flame, that alone should be enough to put him down. So we'll just do power within. When we fight Gwyn, we're actually not going to use power within because the problem with that boss fight is that it is a run through like half a dozen Black Knights to get to him. And so... Oh, hey, there's our stuff. 397, not great. Ow. Hey, we survived an attack. I too am surprised. And that was a horrible, horrible, horrible dodge. So yeah, let's swap out Lesser Combustion for power within. And we'll ice the little guy with a Black Flame. We should do a damage comparison with Black Flame, but we'll see what happens. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure you could get enough damage to pull it off, but technically, Black Flame, because it does physical damage, I think, technically, because of the dark aspect to it, you could possibly kill Centipede Demon with it. The Centipede Demon is the one we hacked to death with a Raw Axe, because it's literally immune to, that was almost bad. It's literally immune to fire damage, so that's why we actually switched to a weapon and beat him to death. Took a little while, but we got him. Excuse me. So I wonder if Black Flame could be used to get around that, because if you buffed it up with the Sorcery Ring, Crown of Dusk, and Power Within, you could probably kill Centipede Demon in 8 Black Flames, as long as they do damage. But we'd have to see for certain. Awesome. We're off to a good start. Ooh, bloated Sorcerer Head. That's not fun. That's gross. Alright. At least we don't have to swap spells. Luckily, the swapping of spells is over now. We're going to use what we have going forward, and once we get to Gwyn, we're probably not going to need any more than Great Combustion and Black Flame, so I'll probably just equip Sorcerer Ring and then like maybe a Poise Ring or a Defense Ring just to give us a little bit more. Oh. I am freaking stupid. $469, not bad. Okay, we screwed up immediately by casting Power Within in the arena. But that's fine. So we know Black Flame does great damage, we know Great Combustion does more damage, we are not in a bad position, and we're just over an hour into the stream, so awesome. Given that it will take fewer attacks to kill Manus, we only have to have good RNG and good dodging for a smaller amount of time, so... Manus is very, very manageable. We can do this. For those of you tracking, I am in the first stage of grief, which is denial. The next stage will be anger. I'll let you know when we get there. And I believe that's the Kubler-Ross model of grieving, but I could be mistaken on that. The last time I looked it up was to use a diagram of the Kubler-Ross model for the stages of grief for a meme on the Dragon Ball FighterZ subreddit when GT Goku was announced. I was one of the naysayers. I didn't want more Goku in the game. I'm one of those crazy people who thinks, we should have some other characters like Mercenary Tao, or well, at the time I was rooting for Roshi, so I'm very happy he's in the game finally. But I think there's still some good characters that could end up in the game if there was a theoretical season 4 instead of a sequel. Although I kind of hope a sequel at this point. Not that I'm tired of Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's just it's had such a good run. I'm kind of curious what would happen if they just kind of stopped support for a year and a half, and use that time to work on what would Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 look like. But yeah, I could definitely see Mercenary Tao, Chi-Chi, maybe a Joe character like Bulma Namek or Hercule. There's still some characters in Super that could be good to have in. I still think Android 13 and maybe a couple other movie characters would make good additions, but we'll have to see how that works. Okay, not my best movement. Good. Give me. Oh, you son of a. Oh, that's the wombo combo. Good, excellent. We made it. We dodged way too early on that one. Once I got hit the first time, it was just a cavalcade of mess-ups for the rest of the time. Okay, so we got Power Within procced correctly that time, but we completely crumpled once we were inside there. But the interesting thing there is that a lot of those heals I was doing right after his attacks, I was still successfully healing and had time to dodge. I was just mistiming my dodge. And so there are a lot of little reasons why, despite my performance on the Soul Level 1 run, I think Sanctuary Guardian is the toughest boss of the DLC. Because you get away with a lot against Calamity and Manus. You get away with a lot. Now they do a lot of damage and they have large health bars, so that kind of evens it out, but just like how Sanctuary Guardian has an extremely low health bar, despite the fact it hits pretty hard and it's extremely fast. Abusively fast. Hey you! Get out of my head. Oh, does it get out of my car? How's that song go? I'm not singing, so that's not on the table. And pop, pop. Pop, pop. Just pretend I'm Magnitude from Community. Alright, big fella. Don't wombo combo from the start. We're off to a horrible start. We don't want to be too behind him because he can actually reach behind him with that arm, and so we want to avoid that if we can. There we go. Alright, perfect time to heal. The wombo combo lasts for a long time. Whew. Okay, we're doing good. And we're good. We got this. In less time than Calamity. Hell yeah. Alright. Hour and 10 minutes in, we took out both bosses. We've taken out everything the DLC has to offer, and I believe we've knocked out everything else in the game. Unfortunately, the DLC does not end nicely because Princess Dusk is here, and I think she's just here in a nightmare the rest of the game, basically. I don't think she actually leaves here. I forget if you come back and check if she's gone or not, but essentially we have completed our journey, we have saved the princess, completed the DLC, and now it's time to go finish the game. And real quick, no, I checked it. Okay, we're good. You know what? Just for the sake of certainty, since we are actually remarkably ahead, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting to kill Manus in less time than Calamite. I am very discouraging towards Calamite when I talk about the difficulty of the bosses in the game, and I realize that, like most things, that's not typically indicative. Alright, so let's open up a browser. Alright, so let me... properties, give me the Chrome window. There we go. Okay, so we have... Oh, can you not see my mouse? That's interesting. So we have Asylum Demon. I know we killed Asylum, we killed Belgargle, we killed Capra, we killed Ceaseless Centipede, Qualag, Crosby, Dark Sun, yes, because we killed what's-her-name in Anor Londo, so we did actually take out that. All the asterisks indicate an optional boss. Demon Fire Sage, Four Kings, Gaping Dragon, Great Grey Wolf Sif, Gwyn is who we're going to, Moonlight, Ornstein, Pinwheel, Stray, Seath. Okay, I think we did kill all of them. It doesn't have the DLC here, but we can go here and do expansion bosses, and yeah, we've killed all 4 of these, so I think we're good. I think we are good. Let's knock this out. I'm so excited. This has gone much better than I expected. I'm kind of tempted to do Ring of Favor because I'm not sure doing a defensive ring is going to help me much, but actually let's do Chloranthy because I'm going to be parrying, and that does use some. I'm so excited. We're 1 boss away, and I'm probably going to eat my words. Gwyn is probably going to give us more hell than any other boss thus far, just because of the fact that I've been downplaying him this whole time. But I am excited. Let's see here. Let's just do Homer Bones. Actually, real quick, I know I tested this, but now I'm getting antsy. Let's just double check and make sure that even though I'm not correctly wielding the target shield, I can parry with it. Hey, you come here. Oh, he didn't actually hit me. It helps if I actually... Here, let's kill one of you. Oh, we killed both of them. Oh no! This also is not looking very well. Hey, you with the sword, come here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's go wreck some face. And we're going to assume that between the Sorcery Ring and the Crown of Dusk, we should be able to do enough damage with just the Great Combustions and Black Flame. So we're going to assume we're good there. And we're going to intend just to parry and kill Gwyn. Why'd you freeze up? Okay, give me 1 second, I'm gonna get some more water, and then we're going to knock this out. Alright, and we're back on what is hopefully the end of the Soul Level 1 journey. These are all Phantom Black Knights, they can't hurt us. The ones up ahead can. This is another area that gave me pause when I first saw it. I still like Ash Lake more, but the kiln is absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me, sorry. So we're going to ignore the Black Knights because unlike all the other Black Knights in the game, excuse me, these will respawn. So we're going to outrun them and ignore them. And continue to the end. I'm really hoping the parry goes well, because the last time I did this, the Soul Level 10 run, I actually used Iron Skin and I believe the Stone Armor with a Flame Plate Ring to just buff my physical and fire resistance as much as possible, and my poise, and just tanked hits in his face and just combustioned him to death. Which is not a terrible strategy, but it does leave some to be desired, because even with that much damage resist, I still get melted through pretty easily. Like, you need to time your healing and your staggering of him very effectively. Alright. Most beautiful soundtrack in the game. And we're off to a great start. Okay, round 2. Luckily, I think this is a shorter run than this is a shorter run than Manus, I think, for certain, and it's slightly, it might be the same run as Calamity, so. It seems far for the course that we die on the first hit. Please no. Sorrow. Sorrow is right. Normally he does the underhanded swing that is a very vertical hitbox and easy to dodge. Occasionally he'll do the horizontal swipe, which does get us. And as you saw, cuts us in half. It bisects us. This is a great example of the delay in your bloodstain, because as you see, I died all the way up there by that broken pillar, and our bloodstain's back here. So it's about, I want to say 5 seconds behind you, but I don't know for certain what the exact, You dicks, both of you. I apologize, I should keep this family friendly. Okay, when we get to this pillar right here, I know it's not much. The little itsy bit of health isn't going to mean much, but we're going to heal anyway, just to... 9 times out of 10, you can just run straight past this one. And actually, you can usually just run past these two as well, but... Fun fact, there is an NPC summon for this fight. It's Solaire. If you complete his quest line and save him, which actually kind of leaves him very depressed, you can summon him here to help you fight. But the point of this level 1 run is to prove that I can do this completely on my own, so we did not help Solaire, we did not help Siegmeyer. We're doing this on our own. There we go. 831. Great damage. Third one should stagger. Oh, that's stupid. How are we taking hits? Oh, man. Once we get the stagger going, I should actually be able just to melt his health, but I froze when I got him to stagger because I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I thought it was 3 great combustions to stagger, but I was worried. But this is the proof of concept, so we should be able to parry him once and then basically stagger him, and with a little luck, we should be able to just keep him staggered for one more time. Because we did 831 damage on the hit, and I think we did 831 even when he was technically out of the parry window, so when we might do a little bit more damage. So as long as we can stagger him, we should be able to get 3 more off pretty quickly, and if we stagger him a second time, we should be able to finish his health bar off. So really all we're looking for here is 1 successful parry, and we should be good. But Gwyn has a lot of very long attacks and a lot of ways to kind of lunge at you, and that's what makes him difficult. Is that he's a fairly fast boss. He's very mobile and has great reach. Excuse me, and that does spell for a bad day if you're trying to fight him without parries. Excuse me. However, it's very rewarding to fight him without parries, even if you're doing the Iron Man. The Iron Man tactic of Iron Flesh, Heavy Armor, and a Flame Stoneplate Ring, and then just DPSing him with whatever you want. Because that's actually how I beat him the first time. I believe I mentioned in a previous section, I completed basically the entire second half of Dark Souls 1 in an afternoon. Because, like, it finally just clicked for me. I liked it, I was hooked, and so when I got to Anor Londo and had to go clear the 4 Lord Souls, I did it all in an afternoon, and so by the time the evening rolled around and I was at Gwyn, I was just so exhausted. I wasn't wanting to fight fairly or... Okay, so no, we're not going to have time to stagger him just off of that. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We'll try 2 hits, and then try to get a 3rd hit after one of his moves. And with that stagger, we'll see if we can get 3 more hits off quickly. Because the stagger window, I think, lasts longer than the parry does, so we'll try that. But ultimately, we're getting the parries somewhat consistently, so I'm not as worried about this going as poorly as I thought it would. But yeah, the first time I beat Gwyn, I was just exhausted after doing the boss rush of not only the 4 great bosses, but all the ones I have to fight along the way, because I didn't have the shortcut, so I had to fight both Centipede Demon and the Fire Sage Demon, and just I had to fight everything in the second half. And so, by the time I got to Gwyn, he had so much damage, and I've been fooling around with Pyromancy. I saw Iron Flesh, and I'd used that on something else prior. So I had no thought in my head not to fight him fairly, not to try to parry him. I literally just thought, I'm going to put on Hovel's armor, I'm going to put Iron Flesh on, and I'm going to go in and wallop him with a halberd. And it took a couple tries, but I pulled it off. Because even with a functioning health bar, unlike what we have, he still hits hard. Alright. Scusi. was dumb. That was dumb. Holy crap, how are we still alive? This was a mistake! This was a mistake! Oh, why am I still trying this? Screw it. Ah, we were so close! And we can kill him with 6 or 7 Great Combustion, so we don't even have to swap off a Black Flame. Oh, we were so close. I panicked when I didn't stagger him. We're really, really close. But Gwyn is one of those bosses that kind of gives you the most roller coaster, because you can have something like that where you get one hit away, but then you just miss time a parry and die immediately on the next time through. And it's a short enough run that, obviously we're having to dodge like several Black Knights on the way there, but it's a short enough run that you can get back to it so quickly and easily that you're kind of left like, you have a good run, but you don't quite eke it out, and then you have 2 like really bad runs, and it just completely demoralizes you. I think this is only my 4th try overall, 5th try. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. That was unnecessary. Whew, I thought that was gonna hit me. I was concerned. Dang it. You can kind of get him stuck behind a pillar, so I was trying to, I was trying to just give me another hit, but that... I should have just parried. We had him in 2 hits. I should have just parried. That's the title of this section. I should have just parried. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Need hope. Be wary of gorgeous view. That one should be rated higher. This is beautiful. I also think this is a fairly vicious, I believe, high-level PvP area, so... Luckily, we're not humified. Or else we'd be having to dodge something much, much less predictable and far more insidious than Black Knights. Respawning Black Knights at that. Might have been a late dodge, but it doesn't matter. We're good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Doo-doo. Oh, he actually moved far enough to the right. I almost walked off. That would have been unfortunate. I saw my life flash before my eyes. All those deaths. Alright, come on, Gwyn. Ah, I tried to parry and I screwed it up. so close. It's unbearable. Bad night. Cut that out. I'm kind of curious what those messages say, but I'm not stupid enough to try and go for them. Alright. Ooh. And that actually still knocked me. I wasn't able to dodge. Oh, so close. At this point, me saying it repeatedly does kind of diminish the idea that I'm so close. I was actually I'm looking over at the stream. I'm trying to time how long it takes to actually get to the boss, because it does feel like it's faster than we've already knocked out several attempts, and it's only been a relatively short period since when we killed Manus. A fun fact, there's Black Knight armor over there. That's what that shiny is. But we don't need it, because we're almost done with this run. And I will admit, a Soul Level 1 New Game Plus run is tempting, but at the same time, meh. I don't need that. Holy crap, how are we not dead yet? Also, why did I do this? Because I'm a fool. He did the slow swing. There was actually... I think he raises his arms the same way, whether he's doing a slow or a fast swing. And there's a gentleman by the name of... Phenofox, I believe. That's his YouTube channel. No, Phenofox was the guy who did max level in the training in the starting area. I don't remember the name of the guy who did. So basically, there's a guy who does Dark Souls challenge runs, but he did a an all Gwyn run that literally replaced every enemy and NPC in the game with Gwyn, a hostile Gwyn at that, I believe, or at least I think they were all hostile. And he basically had to grind the Gwyn fight on another character to learn the attacks and try to figure out a way to parry and kill him at a starting level character in the Asylum, because he just ran past all the other Gwyns and went just to fight the boss Gwyn. And he specifically found that there is there's an attack where he raises his arm the same way, but the difference is that it's a telegraph for one of two attacks. One attack is a fast swing, one attack is a slow swing. And if you try to like parry quickly for the fast one and then recover and parry for the second, you won't have time. You'll get hit by the slow one. So it's one of the things you kind of have to read in the moment. And that's the thing, when he does the jumping lunge, that's a really easy attack to parry, and most of his slashes are fairly easy, but when we're getting hit with so low health and we're getting staggered, it's not giving me much chance to kind of follow up and slip in there like I would normally try to. Especially on a failed parry, because that has additional recovery that is very, very difficult. Alright, we got this. Getting very good at that first one, at least. And... ah, dang it. So he'll miss that second one if he hits us, but... So we need to aim for parrying the third one, if that happens. Ah, Gwyn. You magnificent, magnificent. I was going to say a bad word. I should check and see if Black Flame does more damage to him. At this point, it doesn't matter. We'll kill him relatively quickly, but technically... So, I mentioned there's divine damage in the game. There's also something called occult damage. And basically, they're variants of... I think they're both variants of a little bit of physical and a little bit of magic damage. But I mentioned divine has the effect that it will do more damage... I'm sorry, it won't do more damage. It will kill skeletons permanently instead of letting them have a chance to revive. With occult, it does more damage to gods, I believe. And I think the dark damage and occult damage is synonymous. So we can try that real quick and see if that's going to do any more damage to Gwyn. If it does, I'm not going to turn down the chance to kill him in maybe like 6 instead of 7, but... I'm just curious. I'm just saying. But... he always does the same attack, I believe. I don't think I've ever seen him do another attack, but that doesn't mean he can't. Luck could just be on my side this whole time. Clearly not with the way I'm playing. Actually, too much longer, and Gwyn is probably going to take us the longest of the night. I think we're approaching how long it took us to kill Calamity. And I thought Gwyn was the easiest. You'd think I would have learned by now. Nope. Not more damage. Holy crap. This staggers him so much easier. Screw it. No, 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 Gwyn. There we go. Complete luck. Holy crap, the Black Flame staggers him in 2. That's amazing. Oh god, I wish I had known that. We would have had this in the back earlier. Okay. We pulled it off. Soul Level 1 run complete. And we're going to do the Age of Dark ending. We're going to just watch it and enjoy it.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Carth and Frath serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord returns.
And that is Dark Souls, Soul Level 1. And now, unfortunately, Dark Souls 1 does not allow you to play any more of the game once you beat it. It just shoves you directly into New Game Plus, which they do fix. They change in Dark Souls 2 and 3, which I think is a superior choice.
Yes,
but still.
indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
So many useful things to know. Black Flame does staggers Gwyn exceptionally easy. It does less damage, but actually staggers much more consistently. Oh man, I am so hyped. I've completed it. So we've got Return to Drainlet going on currently, but we're gonna obviously the next thing on the list is to do the Soul Level 1 run for DS2. But I don't think I should derail our wonderfully, in sarcastic quotes, wonderfully successful mundane max version 2 character. As I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with it. I am so happy. I was a little worried I wasn't gonna finish this tonight. Just because of the fact that, you know, it's all that's left. There's obviously the anticipation that I'm going to pull it off, and then the fact that, of course, it's Dark Souls. It has a way of messing with you, especially when you're not like... Oh no, I got hit once. Now we melt the Asylum Demon even on New Game Plus 1. It has that effect that it can throw you off, that you can make a mistake and get in your own head. So I was really worried because Manus and Calamity, I may downplay them a little bit as far as the boss go, or as far as the DLC goes, but they're not pushovers. They're good hard bosses, especially at Soul Level 1. Gwyn, given how little I parry, was always possibly going to be a difficult attempt, but I am so happy that I pulled this off. Every boss, Soul Level 1, recorded for posterity. And done in 13 hours and 30 minutes. I feel like that's a very amateurish time, but that's just playing off the name now. Alright, so thank you so much for watching tonight. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I am going to actually download all of the videos for the Soul Level 1 run and make a playlist on YouTube, so that way, again, it's recorded for posterity. I think I had about 2 months worth of saved videos on Twitch, but they do eventually get rid of them, so I am going to record this elsewhere. But in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely evening, and I hope everything treats you well. Stay warm and stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you either tomorrow for some impromptu streaming, or possibly on Thursday, as we might finally get back to Dragon Ball FighterZ. Anyway,